Yeah. So the first theme that I would love to unpack with you is this actually term that you coined in the industry, which is the human positive lens of AI and work. And so you talk about human positive. I think it's the term you invented. So from your perspective, what does that truly mean in practice? So especially when you consider like the historical relationship between humans and tech.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't think I heard it anywhere, but the language that you hear all the time in tech and elsewhere is human centric. And at some point, I started to think it doesn't really capture what we're trying to do here. Human centric can sound like a process of design as opposed to the outcome that you're looking for. And so whatever we're building, we want it to be human positive. And to your point about the relationship between tech and humans, I think tech can be and has been very human positive. So you have this philosophical question of like, what is tech? And you could go back to the fire, to early tools, to houses and language and art and printing presses and the loom and steam, electricity, all of the technologies that have come along by humans for humans have made life better. I think when we are designing tech well, it is designed to help us and to be human positive. And so now we're entering an era of AI and designing and building AI, but also AI designing and building for humans. And I think, and for other machines, right? There's bot to bot relationships. You have problems fixing themselves in the back end. And, I use this language of human positive AI because I think at the end of the day, we want to create technology that supports humans and humanity and superpowers them, gives them agency, and improves our. So that's kind of where it came from.
I absolutely love that, especially that anthropological lens on technology. Like, what is actually technology? And more importantly, why? Why do we have the tools, right? So, human positive over human centric.
I
I
think
absolutely love
so. I think so. I think we have to design for all the stakeholders. And one thing that I think about also with human centric is, well, you have a lot of different kinds of humans, and not all the humans are people that are concerned about human positive solutions. There's a danger of sycophancy. There's kind of a danger of designing for one kind of human and not holistically for your stakeholders. It really bothers me as an example of that. Like, it really bothers me when people are mean to AI. Of course, you have to red team. Of course, you have to try to break it. We need to see the limits. I want my AI to model the best of humanity. I think this is where designing not only for typically human centered is like, let's design for this group of people, but like really thinking through 3 or 4 steps out from the individual. What's the ecosystem? What's the context? What is the most human positive solution that we can design, and including like the personality, the agents, all of those things that we're designing.
it's going back to what not just what makes us human, but what is good about it.